I'm going to talk now about the significance category. This is, again, one of the few categories that can be documented with letters of recommendation or testimonial letters that prove that an alien has significant recognition. We don't necessarily have to put in other supporting material with those letters. Those letters can be self-proving, and it's really critical to a visa application that these letters are written in a way that is very helpful to the application, because if you get the significance category, if USCIS determines that you are significant, then you're 1/3 of the way towards proving that you are prominent. So it's really essential that these letters are drafted in a way that is helpful to the application. The difference between the critical role letter and a significance letter is that critical role letter is going to speak about a specific event with an organization and how the organization was helped by the artist or the designer. The significance letter is going to talk about the artist or designer's credentials overall. So it's a much broader letter, and it can talk about their entire career and how they have received recognition and why they are important. Normally, artists or designers will come to the attorney with a list of people that can write these types of recommendation letter. In order to write those letters, you need to have the bio of the expert to make a determination of whether they are in fact important, because essentially the letter has to come from someone that's important, and if the person is not important, then the letter has less meaning. A lot of times designers or artists will try to get a letter from a professor, and that can be helpful, or potentially it can be harmful. If all the letters come from the professors, then it's obvious to USCIS who gave these letters and why they gave them. Another key with these letters is that there are certain words that actually are very harmful, and so there's a little bit of a disconnect in the world, the professional world, with the recommendation letters and what we're looking for from an immigration perspective. The words young, the words student, or the words promising might be very helpful in a general recommendation letter or a job recommendation letter. These keywords they demonstrate to immigration that the person is either young or they're still in school, and it kind of diminishes the credentials of the artist or the designer. So it's something to think about when you get these recommendation letters. It's important that the people who write the letters or sign the letters are prominent. The USCIS has been very accepting of a lot of different types of backgrounds of people, but essentially what you have to do is you have to prove that the person is prominent. And so most people will have either a CV or a bio, and they will have evidence of what they have accomplished, and in what they have accomplished they will be able to lay the foundation of why they are prominent, and then they can talk about the artist or the designer to explain why that person is also prominent in the field. The other thing that you can put in this visa category, as I mentioned earlier, is if you have evidence of a prize, whether it's a major prize or a minor prize, or something like a grant or residency or a lecture, it's still evidence that can be important to document that an artist is significant. And this is a great way to improve this category with additional material besides recommendation letters.